Hey guys, the event match is finished, and the Week 4 weekly series has finally begun. So let's make sure you succeed in the Pick'em Challenge this week and win lots of EP. Get ready to pay attention. Wow, the total prize money is over $5 million. Who's gonna take home these stacks of prize money? After the dust has settled from the Week 4 weekly survival, the prize rankings have totally changed again. The team who placed first in the prize rankings in Week 3, 4 Angry Men, didn't make it to the weekly final. In the Week 3 weekly final, FaZe Clan took home $100,000 with an amazing performance. So, FaZe Clan is currently at number 1 in the standings with $229,534. Second is Gen G. Third is 4 Angry Men. And fourth is Virtus Pro. But something weird is going on here. Excluding Gen G in second place, the first, third, and fourth place teams have all failed to advance to the Week 4 weekly final. Besides that, this week's weekly final prize money is $150,000. Now that a lot of high-ranking teams are gone, the prize rankings will be completely flipped depending on who comes out on top. So who's gonna take home that $150,000? Don't you wanna find out? Now, let's get back on track and check out the current status of the Pick'em Challenge. The first Pick'em Challenge is the Weekly Chicken Winners. As of midnight on March 12th, KST, over 243,000 of you have participated in the Weekly Chicken Winners. First is 4 Angry Men. Second is Gen G. Third is FaZe Clan. And fourth is Shoot to Kill. Sadly, Gen G is the only team on that list to make it to the finals. If the Weekly Chicken Winners Pick'em Challenge sounds a little too hard, why don't you just go for a team that has advanced to 4 out of 4 weekly finals? There are 4 teams who have made it to the weekly final 4 times in a row. Gen G, Afrika Freaks, Team Liquid, and Oath. Have you made up your mind? There's 25,000 EP coming your way every time you get it right, so good luck. Next, let's check out the voting status for the weekly final Top 4 Pick'em Challenge. As of midnight on March 12th KST, over 657,000 of you have participated in the Week 4 weekly final Top 4 Pick'em Challenge. Coming in at first place is Gen G with 264,129 votes, which is 40% of the total votes. Second is 4 Angry Men with 136,223 votes. Third is FaZe Clan with 68,604 votes. Fourth is Infantry with a total of 55,939 votes. But sadly, in the weekly final Top 4 Pick'em Challenge, 4 Angry Men and FaZe Clan, who placed second and third respectively, didn't move on to the Week 4 weekly final. 4 Angry Men, who came in second with 136,223 votes, which is 20.7% of the total votes, couldn't make it to the weekly final even though Godby, their anchor, returned this week. The third place FaZe Clan picked up 68,604 votes, which is 10.4% of the total votes. However, they kept letting chicken dinners slip through their fingers. Anyway, the Week 4 weekly survival was a roller coaster. And in this week's weekly final, the prize pool is $150,000. So who knows what's going to happen? Are you excited yet? And just in case you haven't made up your mind yet for the Pick'em Challenge, let me introduce you to 6 teams you should keep an eye on. They've advanced to the weekly final 4 consecutive times. Gen G, the undefeated legends, were the first team to advance to the Week 4 weekly final following the Week 3 weekly survival. Week 4, Match 1 really showed the strength of Gen G, its marksmanship. Pio went head-to-head with Tianba Esports and effortlessly wiped out M200 and Mings without breaking a sweat. Daytrade Gaming had to exit their building due to the circle changes, so Gen G kept the pressure up on Daytrade Gaming and sent them to the next lobby the hard way. Gen G was waiting patiently for the opportune moment after safely getting into the top 3, and took their chance when Triumphant Song Gaming wiped out Oath. They clinically took out Peng EGM and IMCA from Triumphant Song Gaming and won the chicken dinner. The Hawkeye, Pio, scored 7 kills and put up 704 damage, leading Gen G to the win. I can't wait to see Gen G's reign continue in the Week 4 weekly final. Based on their decisive attacks, Daytrade Gaming has made it to the weekly final 3 consecutive times. Match 5 in Week 4 weekly survival really showed us what Daytrade Gaming was really made of. All 4 teams in the top 4 were at full health, so anyone could have won the chicken dinner. Daytrade Gaming occupied the high ground and wiped out Virtus Pro in just 12 seconds, which really showed off their deadly firepower. At the end, when 8C and Fuzzface from FaZe Clan got knocked, the situation kept getting more and more favorable for Daytrade Gaming. Thanks to their high ground position, they took home the chicken dinner by eliminating the FaZe Clan's Gustav, who was the last man standing. Daytrade Gaming advanced to the weekly final with the most kills in Match 5, so doesn't that make you even more excited to watch them? Sonics were in first place in the Week 2 Pick'em Challenge, but they remained at the bottom of the standings in the Week 2 Weekly Survival. And in the end, they failed to advance to the weekly final. What's worse is that their Pick'em Challenge ranking took a nosedive, and they weren't able to escape from the bottom in the Week 3 Weekly Survival. But we were able to witness Sonic's awakening in Week 4 Match 6. They took over the battlefield with relentless shots and decisive moves and won the chicken dinner with 14 kills. They advanced to the weekly final and are back to looking good, so let's see if Sonics can make it to the weekly final top 4. A Freak of Freaks punched the last ticket to the weekly final in the Week 4 Weekly Survival, and also made it to the weekly final 4 consecutive times. On the last day of Week 4, they lost their chance at getting to the weekly final by coming in second in Match 12 and Match 14. With only 2 tickets to the weekly final remaining, Match 15 began. They met 4 Angry Men, a strong team from China, very early on. But thanks to their quick thinking and coordinated team play, they handed 4 Angry Men the 15th place L in just 20 seconds. A Freak of Freaks came in top 2 by sweeping their enemies without hesitation. They wiped out the dominant FaZe Clan with unrelenting pressure, and finally won the chicken dinner which they'd been longing for. Although they had to wait in line for a ticket to the weekly final for 15 games, I'm sure you'll be able to see their true power in this week's weekly final. Perpetually at the bottom of the standings, during the Week 4 Weekly Survival, Petrichor Road dramatically made it to the weekly final after 69 matches. In Match 7, they came into the top 4 with a full squad after gatekeeping every team who tried to break into the circle. However, they lost half their power when Uba from FaZe Clan knocked X-Left and Long. In the final engagement with Shoot to Kill, Mamu wasn't even able to cross the road because he was afraid he'd get spotted. It seemed like they were going to lose the chicken dinner to Shoot to Kill, who had the numbers advantage and better positioning. MYL knocked Purdy Curdy from Shoot to Kill and turned things into a 1v1. With the momentum on their side, they took the high ground and finished off Pentalol from Shoot to Kill. Since it was their first chicken dinner in PGI.S, I wonder if they can show up again in this weekly final. There's another team like Petrichor Road who won a monumental chicken dinner. Digital Athletics' highest ranking capped out at 2nd place throughout their first 4 weeks of PGI.S. Instead of their team's firepower, they're most famous for contesting 4 Angry Men over their landmark. But I think we should definitely keep an eye on their performances now, because in Week 4, Match 14, they finally won their long-awaited chicken dinner after beating the Freak of Freaks. So, have you made up your mind yet? I hope you get all the top 4 correct. It's 187,500 EP. Hopefully you get it right so that you can get all the EP possible. Voting closes at 7 p.m. on Saturday KST, so don't forget to get your votes in on time. Hold on to your EP with diamond hands, and I'll see you next week.